This is Right About Now with Ryan Alford, a Radcast Network production. We are the #1 business show on the planet with over 1 million downloads a month. Taking the BS out of business for over 6 years and over 400 episodes. You ready to start snapping necks and cashing checks? Well, it starts right about now.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Right About Now. We're always talking about how to get right. In today's world of business, we take the BS out of business, baby. Like there's no time for the fluff. And that's what I'm saying. Because today it's about getting lean. You see what's happening out there. You see what's happening in the markets. Yeah. Some of us have been kind of riding that train knowing that this was coming a little bit. Some people are a little surprised, but that's why I'm pumped to have our guest today, because we're going to talk about what it takes to run lean, mean, and get it going in today's economy. We got Ben Glinsky. He's the CEO and founder of LiveGood. What's up, Ben?
What's up, Ryan? How's it going, man?
Good. Good to have you, brother.
Thanks, dude.
Glad to get your first podcast here. You know, we were joking before the episode. We get like 300 requests a month. Ben just kind of coasts up right into my email, and like a lot of people do. And it's usually delete. It's not. And look, it's not an arrogant thing. It's just, you know, I need a pitch, baby. I need something that gets my attention. I got to look up Ben. I'm like, I like this guy. I mean, he's getting after it. He's running lean. He's running hard. And I like what you're doing with LiveGood, brother.
Love it. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
What is LiveGood?
Yeah, LiveGood, highest quality supplements, lowest price. That's what we're doing. Disrupting an industry, $200 billion supplement industry, who is doing it the wrong way. I mean, it hasn't changed in the last 50, 60 years. Companies are making a product for $8 to $10, selling it for 60, 80, even over 100, and people just can't afford it. And just like you said, I mean, it's getting lean out there. Buying habits have shifted. People are moving away from expensive, overpriced things, more towards affordability and value, and that's what the consumer's looking for. Yeah.
I love high quality, low cost. I mean, who wouldn't like that, you know? If only my wife believed in that. I'm just kidding. I'm actually the bigger spender of the family, but I do like value though. I'm a good value shopper. I mean, but I do like quality. So that's why I was like, okay, you know, I got to see it to believe it though, Ben. I mean, talk to me about what's it take to build a lean company these days?
Yeah, that's an awesome question. And that's a question that most entrepreneurs need to focus on, where I don't think there's enough focus. People think they need a big team. They need all these corporate officers. They need a CEO, a CFO, a CMO, a COO, whatever, to run a successful company. I mean, we're doing over $100 million a year. We don't have any of those. I mean, I'm a CEO, but I'm not on payroll. None of our corporate staff is on payroll. Our highest paid employee is our warehouse manager, Lee, who makes sure all of our products are shipped out on time every day, and our customer support person, Michelle, who is awesome. Make sure everyone gets a quick response every day. But yeah, I mean, when you keep your overhead low, it allows you to have bigger profit margins. If you're spending all the money or more than you're making, which is so weird to me that so many companies do and try to operate like that, it's not going to work. And at the same time, it gives you such a huge advantage. I mean, we've been in business for 2.5 years, disrupting a $200 million industry by offering the highest quality products at the lowest prices anywhere. I mean, here's an example. You know, this company, I don't know if you've heard of Super Beets, good company, good product, $40 for one product, not even organic. This is our Super Reds, higher quality. It's got the beetroot powder. Ours is organic. Theirs is not. Plus, it's got 12 other ingredients for about half the price. I mean, once people see that, they're not going to go back to spending $40 for a lower quality product. That's how we're disrupting the industry. But the point is that once people, if you're managing your overhead, like nobody wants to compete with us because they can't operate. They don't think they can operate with smaller margins. If they're only making $3, $4, $5 on a product, they're like, how are we going to pay our bills? And so if you can figure out how to cut that overhead, get lean, you're going to have a huge advantage.
Yeah, man. I'm going to tell a quick story related to that. I've, been an entrepreneur for about 9 years and been in the ad agency business, started my agency. And it was small, but we got to 10 or 12 people, and you start to do things that you think you're supposed to do, Ben, perks here and there, extra people doing things. Like you almost think it's like your job to sort of it wasn't really about like employee like happiness or anything, but it was just like stuff that wasn't really necessary. And you start adding that on, starts layering on. You start doing things that you think are what you're supposed to do. And the next thing you know, all your costs are higher. You're not making any more money. You just got more people and more shit to manage. And it's like, what the heck happened? I mean, I went through that. And right now, I'm running as lean as I ever have. And I wouldn't say it can't be better. It's headed towards it couldn't be better. But it like took me 6 years to learn that lesson, Ben.
Dude, if you learn that lesson, you're going to be so much more successful, so much more profitable. And on top of that, like I see a lot of entrepreneurs, and I'm going to call them wannabe entrepreneurs, who have themselves on payroll. Like they want to take investor money or whatever and eliminate the risk of starting a company by putting themselves on payroll. And I think that is a terrible way to want to be an entrepreneur. I mean, the whole point of being an entrepreneur is risk. I mean, without the risk, there's not the reward. And so I don't think any CEO or corporate owner of a company should ever be on payroll. You want to make money, make that business successful. You have money left over at the end of the month after all your employees are paid, after all your bills are paid. That's how you get paid. And that also helps you get lean, because if you're spending all this money on other people and unnecessary expenses, there's nothing left for you. So you eliminate them, more goes in your pocket.
That's right. And, you know, we've got the tools to do it now. I mean, you know, we can all fuss about AI, but it's here. And you can fuss about but sometimes it's not even just AI, Ben. It's like little things here and there that just add up. And I've never been on payroll, so I didn't fall for that trap. I know the risk. You know, I got all the chips in, baby. So you know, we Daddy eats when when the company eats.
That's how it should be. You're doing it right. Good job.
Yeah, exactly. Ben, I mean, it sounds good. Best ingredients, lowest cost, running lean, no CFO, no chiefs, you know, just a lot of people doing stuff. It's not that easy, is it?
I'm glad you said that. Cause sounds good. Because there are a lot of companies and brands out there that make stuff sound good. But when you try to get behind the curtain and ask them the tough questions and ask them for documentation or proof or just validation of what they're claiming, they get silent or they come up with excuses. I mean, so many companies I know the supplement space, that's what I'm in. And, you know, the reason we decided, so I actually have been in this space for about 25 years. I've launched a lot of companies. I used to do it the old way, was fortunate to make a lot of money. But about 6 years ago, I walked away. I didn't want to be part of it anymore. Just didn't feel good about kind of, I don't want to say ripping people off, but selling products for more than I needed to sell them for. It didn't feel good anymore. But another thing that's happening in the space, and another, you know, you got to find, if you're going to get into an industry, you got to find the problem and you got to create a solution to fix it. That's obvious. We all know that as entrepreneurs. So the supplement space, I mean, not only did I see that products were overpriced, but when you say sounds good, there is very little transparency out there. I mean, they did a test of like 30 different Amazon products. I don't know if you heard about that. 17 of them didn't even have what the label said they had. And so, you know,
I would like to say I'm surprised, but I'm not surprised.
Yeah, it's crazy. So we're super transparent. Like a lot of companies, they'll have what's called a proprietary blend where they'll say, okay, there's 82 grams or milligrams of this formula, and it'll just list a bunch of ingredients and not tell you exactly what's in it. So we show every single one of our ingredients on every single one of our products. We show the full testing, certificates of analysis, all that stuff on the website. So when it comes to sounds good, it's like, here's the proof. Like, this is legit. This is what we're selling. And it just gives us even more, I guess, trust with the consumer and helping us grow.
The supplement's wild, wild west, man. Like it's having been and dabbled in that a little bit. Like at times I was like glad it was that way a little bit, but then I'm like, but man, it's pretty crazy what can make its way into some of these formulations. And as a marketer, I always like appreciated the marketing ring of proprietary blend. But once I got into making my own stuff and realized how people were using that, I'm like, that's not the That's a little sleight of hand, I think.
Yeah, but consumers are getting smarter. I mean, along with this buying habit shifting, they're also comparing prices, comparing value, comparing ingredients, and all that stuff. But it's crazy, man. I mean, I saw a product called Organic Greens with 0 organic ingredients in it. It's like, what is going on?
It was a green can, Ben. Yeah. Green can. I'm a marketing guy. That would have been me. I'm like, all right, let's make the can green, make the letters darker green. We are green.
Right.
Put some lipstick on this pig, baby.
Yeah,
I put a lot of lipstick on pigs in my marketing career. I hate to say it. And I'm like, they're like, why isn't this selling? I was like, well, it ain't the marketing.
I hear you, man. But yeah, so, I know you got a lot of your listeners are entrepreneurs. A lot of them are young entrepreneurs. And, you don't have to go into a business or an industry and completely disrupt it. I mean, it's easy to find stuff that's broken in literally any industry, whether it's real estate, cars, insurance, toys, clothing, whatever, and figure out a way to differentiate yourself, make it better, make it different, and do it right. And I think with just this shift that's going on out there, people getting smarter, buying habits shifting, if you recognize that and align yourself with the trends, you're going to position yourself in a much better place. And all you have to do is carve out a tiny piece for you. You don't have to go after the whole industry like I'm crazy enough to do, but you carve out a little piece. There's a lot of money in there for you.
How does one go about back to the whole lean thing? You got to be willing to work hard. I mean, that seems like characteristic number one, because I think, and I'm a hard worker. I like to work. I came up that way. I don't know if I was always that way, but once I was entrepreneur, I don't mind working long, hard. Doesn't matter. But at the same time, you do start to think I can get some help on this to free up some time over here. It's like hard to know when to hold them and when to fold them on like the stuff that you do. Right?
Yeah.
That's what I always struggled with.
No, that's totally valid. I mean, I'm at that point where I'm doing, we're a $100 million company now, and I'm still doing posting stuff on Facebook. So we can easily outsource.
Come on, man.
Yeah. So sometimes it's a matter of, learning how to delegate, and that is an issue that I have. But at the beginning, I mean, you got to be everyone. You got to wear all the hats. You got to work your ass off. And, there was an article the other day that I read about, they were comparing what truly makes people successful. Is it their grades in school? Is it how hard they worked? Is it their IQ? And it came down to one thing, and that's grit. It's how hard you're going to grind, how hard you're going to work, and how much you want it. And you make it, you want it bad enough, you're going to figure out a way to make it happen. And, when you don't have the resources, especially early on in a business, and I know you got a lot of listeners who hopefully this will resonate with right now, you don't have those resources. You don't have the money. You don't have all the employees or all the different guys that can post on Facebook or make videos for you, all that stuff. You got to be the guy. You got to be the girl. You got to go out there and make stuff happen until you're making enough where you can start to delegate. And yes, we're at a level where we're starting to do that now and bringing on more people to kind of take some stuff off my plate. But at the same time, man, I'm still in the trenches. I mean, we're not done. And until you're done, you got to keep the pedal to the metal. You got to keep the fuel on the fire. You got to keep working, keep hustling, keep making it happen, keep finding ways to get better, because the competition's coming and you got to stay ahead of them.
Yeah. You said a lot to unpack there, but I will say this, literally, I've tried to step out of we get to a certain place. You can think you can step out of something. If you're running the business, and I love the word grit. You said so many things there that resonate with me. That's my favorite. You either have grit or you don't. And if you don't, you need to find it, because grit is what's going to get you through to it's the difference between average and non-average, living an average life and a non-average life. It is characteristic number one. If you want to live an average life, I will show you someone that doesn't have a lot of grit. And not because they're not they have to be monetarily driven or I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it just takes, you got to get in that mud, man, and waller around like a pig sometimes and just take it, got to eat it. And you don't have to like it, but you got to be willing to do it. It's just uncomfortable, man. And I think a lot of people, I think there's more education, like you said, Ben, that are coming around this, but I think early young entrepreneurs think that I'm going to mitigate risk by hiring people to kind of take the load off. I'm going to hire the market. And I own a digital agency and a podcast network. I'm going to hire the agency. It's going to make all the marketing perfect. I'm going to hire the CFO who's going to make all the financials perfect. And I'm just going to make the decisions. You got to be a practitioner. You got to do the shit. And then once you, it is just I had a hard time coming to church, not because I wanted to go eat bonbons and lay on the couch, but you just have this perspective of what it is, but you got to be willing to get in it, and you got to know it. You got to know how this works, everything. You don't know how to do everything, right?
Yeah. I mean, you don't have to know exactly how everything works at the beginning. You're never going to. And you're never going to ever. Right.
But you have to learn it along the way.
Exactly. You figure it out, and obstacles are going to come, and you can get frustrated. And yeah, sometimes it's going to be a pain in the ass. It's going to be hard. You got to work through it. And this is just about mindset. And I know a lot of you guys have listened to books on tape and read books and stuff. Mindset is huge. And if you are thankful for those challenges, thankful for those obstacles, thankful for the opportunity to get over them and get stronger, it's just going to make your business more successful, and it's going to make you stronger and better. And then you get to that next level and the next level and the next level. So I've always been thankful for everything, good and bad, because the bad is opportunity to learn, grow, get better. And if you just stay happy, stay excited, stay motivated, stay confident, and believe that what you're doing is the right thing and is going to change lives. And at the same time, sometimes, you never want to throw in the towel, but at the same time, sometimes if the market tells you that your idea isn't going to work, sometimes you got to accept that and move on and take the loss. And that's okay. But if you truly believe in what you're doing and the market's responding, obstacles are going to come, and, you work through them and you get to that next level.
Ben, couple of questions. Like, one's kind of a personal one.
Yeah.
You're the go-getter. You crunch the numbers. You're lean as hell. Like, dude, you got probably more zeros in your bank account than anybody expects. So, but you don't want to spend any of it. What the hell makes Ben happy? What's the end game for Ben? Like, because guys like you always fascinate me. Like, I'm responsible. Like, I don't spend more than I make, but I like to spend money. You don't. And so, like, I could just tell that about you. So I always am curious about you as a person. Like, you got to make it. You got to be lean. You got to do all these things. But a guy like you that's just adding the zeros up, like, to what end? It's my favorite question.
That is, dude, you freaking nailed me. So, good job.
I know you, Ben. Some of my best friends are you. Like, I know you, but yeah. I don't know you. I don't. And it's like, I always wonder though, because I know, like me, like I enjoy the fruits of wallowing in that shit, in that grit. Like I enjoy the fruits of it. That's why I'm willing to do it. But a guy like you, I'm like, he doesn't even really want to spend the money if he makes it and he does all this shit. So like, what is he? And it's not just the money, man, but you know what? Money enables things. So like, what is it? Yeah. Just the grind itself?
I do love the grind. I mean, I love the grind in business. I love the grind in sports. I went mountain biking this morning. I work my butt off, get my heart rate up. So I love the grind. But at the same time, I love the competition. And I see business as a competition and kind of, a game. And I don't know. I like it. But at the same time, yes, I've been very
You got to win Pac-Man sometimes. Yeah.
So but that doesn't mean, I don't spend anything and all I do is work. I mean, I've got two awesome kids. I spend as much time as I can with them. We take a lot of awesome, fun vacations. We've got a house in Steamboat Springs, Colorado. We got snowmobiles. We got a bunch of toys, four-wheelers, all that stuff. Do a lot of travel.
So you let your hair down. All right.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I mean, we're taking trips every month. We bring all our friends. Like we have fun too. But at the same time, my wife is on me for, exactly what you just recognized. Cause I don't need to work as hard as I do anymore. I'm very thankful for that. But at the same time, don't feel like I'm done. And I because of this competitive thing that I got inside me and this DNA that I have, I see people that are still ahead of me, and I'm like, dude, if they could do it, I could do it too. So just one more year. I'm almost 50. Kind of my goal has been to retire at 50. So we'll see what happens. I don't think I'm ever going to completely walk away, but we'll slow down a little bit.
I had to ask.
Awesome question, man. I'm pretty impressed that you recognize that.
I can just see it, dude. Like, I'm a good reader of people, and I just can see that in you. But so it always makes you wonder, all right, okay, then what's it all about then? To what end? But I'm glad you got the snowmobile. When you said snowmobiles, I mean, that's a splurge a little bit.
We got 6 of them. And
there you go. All right. There's only 4. Well, you got a wife. I mean, unless you're a Mormon or something, you got more than one wife.
We got a bunch of friends, man. Everyone needs a toy.
Talk to me about LiveGood. I mean, where do we source ingredients? How do we put the best, highest quality ingredients in LiveGood? Yeah,
so that's the thing with the supplement industry. It is, as we talked about, companies aren't transparent when it comes to ingredients. They're selling stuff for way ridiculous prices. Again, they're making a product for $6 to $8 and selling it for 60. And the challenge is not that they're not making money, but people can't afford that. I mean, and especially now with buying habits shifting, money getting tighter, people getting leaner, and paying more attention to where their money is going, how it's going out, they're not going to continue spending that. And that's why the average person only stays on a $60, $80 supplement for like 3 months, because they can't afford it anymore. Because when something comes up, they got a cell phone bill or their supplement, they're going to pay the phone bill. And so we wanted to create something where people don't have to compromise. Highest quality products, pure, premium, USDA certified organic ingredients. We show all the certificates of analysis on the website, and we sell them at just a few dollars above cost. We do it like a Costco type membership model. So for $10 a month, people get member prices, or if you don't want to be a member, you can pay a few bucks more for retail prices. So, if you're buying more than 2 products a month, you're saving more than the $10. But we've got a ton of amazing products that are really helping people change their lives. I mean, from basic stuff like a multivitamin to magnesium to vitamin D, even our factor 4. This is our anti-inflammatory, most powerful anti-inflammatory ever created. Just $18.50. It's got garlic, curcumin, CoQ10, and fish oil. Only one of its kind out there. You'd have to buy 4 different products to get everything you get in that. We've got a men's vitality, hormone support. Amazing as we get older, our testosterone starts to slow down, our strength starts to slow down, our mental clarity, our cognitive function. This just keeps you rocking. We've got organic coffee. We've got super greens. We've got a pre-workout product, probiotic gut support, whey protein, collagen peptides, lots of awesome stuff. And
how many products, Ben?
How many? We've got about 30. 30 so far, and adding more every month.
Do you see yourself as... there's like this fine line between like fitness, workout, supplements versus healthy versus weight loss. Are you creating verticals, or is it, one segment or another?
That's a great question. I mean, I think most people can fall into one category as far as what they're looking to do. Either they're looking to lose weight, they're looking to build muscle, or they're just looking to get healthier. And so we've got products for all that stuff. But, really what it comes down to is just fundamental health. I mean, and supplements are easy. They're like the easiest way to get a little bit more healthy. But I mean, if you really want to get healthy, you got to focus on what you're eating. You got to exercise. You got to sleep good. Supplements are just one piece of the puzzle, and it's the easiest piece because all you have to do is take a product, either mix it with water or swallow a capsule. Like, it doesn't get much easier than that. And, when you've got the highest quality supplements at prices people can afford, it just makes it that much easier.
100 million. All D2C online?
100 million, all D2C. And that's at prices about a quarter of what most brands are selling it for.
How are we acquiring customers, Ben?
So like I like to say, once people see it, they can't unsee it. Like we talked about earlier. I mean, no one's going to go back to spending $40 for this non-organic product when they could get the better one for half the price. So word is spreading quickly. We have a lot of affiliates out there. We're starting to spend some money on advertising on social media. We got some podcasters and influencers.
Begrudgingly.
Yeah, it is. I mean,
I can see Ben writing a check for that Facebook ad. All right, what is this going to? How many? What's the CAC? What's the RA? How many downloads? Yes, I know.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we look at all the numbers, and it's tough to acquire a customer these days. But at the same time,
but 100 million in sales, you got. I mean, how many customers is that? How many?
We've got 1.8 million members around the world,
and primarily because I'm hearing you're just now starting. Most of that was not done by advertising, correct?
Most of it was done through affiliates. So I've been in the affiliate marketing space for a long time. So affiliates refer people, they get their own replicated website, livegood.com/affiliate name. They send people there. They get a little commission if a person makes a purchase, and that's how it's been growing.
I don't know what to think about the I haven't, that's not been my, I know all about it, or not all about it. I know enough about it, but talk to me about the affiliate thing. I mean, is it, here's what I always felt like it was. Let me tell you what I think it is, Ben, and then you can tell me why I'm wrong. At least for podcasts, I'm not giving you free awareness in hopes that I make a sale for you. You have to pay for awareness. So, so that's always been my fight against the affiliate thing. No, you got to buy the awareness, and we can both profit if something sells, but tell me where I'm wrong in that thinking.
Yeah, I don't know that you're wrong, but there's two reasons to go with affiliates. Number one, supplements, anyone could tell someone about a supplement, or you could put an ad out there or whatever. But when an affiliate gets excited about the products, they're using the products, it makes it that much easier for them to go out there and share the products. And at the same time, it's kind of unlike Facebook or TV ads or radio ads where you're spending the money and you have no idea what's going to come in from it. With affiliates, it's guaranteed. If they make a sale, they get paid. If they don't make a sale, they don't get paid. So they might be spending a lot of effort and energy to try to go out there and make a sale and not get results. And fortunately, from a business perspective, from the company side, it doesn't cost us anything for their efforts. We only pay them if they do make a sale. And we are generous with those commissions when they do sell stuff. But
are there some big money makers in your program? In the affiliates? Yeah,
so we've got, it's more than just a basic affiliate program. We do have kind of a generational payout if they refer more affiliates and stuff. So we've got some affiliates making 10 grand, 20 grand, 30 grand a month. Not a lot of them, but there are quite a few. And we've got over hundreds of thousands of affiliates now who are making, some of them are making $100 a month, some are making 500, some are making 1,000. So as long as they like what they're promoting, it works.
Yeah. What's your favorite product? Do you have
awesome
a favorite
question.
child?
Love that one. Actually, it's the one I was just talking about. So this is Super Red's best cardiovascular health product ever created. Great for circulation, opens up those blood vessels. You might have heard of nitric oxide. It releases a nitric oxide in your body. Great for antioxidant support, great for nervous system support, even great for sexual health. Gets that blood flowing to where it's needed. This product is amazing. I noticed the difference. So I do CrossFit, I mountain bike, I do jujitsu. When I use this, I just feel like I can
build sandcastles. I can see you're competitive in everything.
Well, but I like to push the heart rate, and this definitely lets me. It's kind of like the RPMs get to go higher when I use that product.
Yes. I love busting you, Ben. Some of my friends, you would be like, the three, they'd love you. You're like, dude, would I ever be able to be, I'm highly competitive, but not as serious about it, as most people. And, I can see Ben, you're probably taking people down, aren't you? If you're out there trying to, the family's trying to get a little beach volleyball in, Ben's spiking it on the little kid.
Dude, you freaking have me nailed. No, it's funny. We have, so there's like 10 of us in our mountain bike
we're
group.
going to take this serious. I need full effort here on the sand.
It's funny. Even playing like capture the flag with my kids in the neighborhood. It's like, all right, let's go, guys. Come on.
Yeah, let's go. Come on. Game plan. All right, here's the strategy. Yeah. We're going to go lean on this corner. I don't want any fluff. I don't want any extras. I don't want anything. Hey, no crying. Hey, Tommy, suck it up.
Yeah, it's fun.
I love you, man. I love that. So here's the thing with supplements. It's hard to feel sometimes. Like the stuff, like caffeine, like I'm drinking my energy drink. So I got a little energy here with Ben with LiveGood. But the hard stuff with the supplements is you could take them and you don't know, like, is it working? I don't know. If you don't feel it, and you don't feel a lot of supplements.
Yeah, that's a great point. And that's a great question. And actually, it's kind of funny because the healthier you are, kind of the less you're going to notice stuff. But the unhealthier you are, you start to notice stuff a lot faster. Like so most people are deficient in magnesium. Most people are not getting enough magnesium out of their daily diets. This is our ultra magnesium complex. Such a simple, basic product, but it's responsible for over 300 chemical reactions in the body. Literally everything our body does, every bodily function depends on magnesium to function correctly. So if you're getting migraines, cramps, digestive issues, sleep issues, there's a very good chance you're just not getting enough magnesium. I mean, you take this product for 2 or 3 weeks, you're going to start noticing that stuff's actually working better. And this is just $8.95. Most high quality magnesium is like over $30. $8.95 for the highest quality on the planet with a full 90-day empty bottle money back guarantee. So, you know, a lot of stuff, if you're not healthy, most of us are deficient in something, you know, start taking something and see how you feel. And then, you know, you like it, start taking more stuff. But, you know, I'm pretty healthy, pretty active. And I definitely noticed a difference when I take my, my Super Reds.
How often do you take Super Reds?
I take them every morning. I actually mix them with our E3 pre-workout. This stuff is awesome. Gets you amped. It's got Opre Flex, or not Opre Flex. What's the ingredient? So Dr. Ryan is our formulator. The guy is freaking amazing. Some of the stuff that he puts, beta alanine. It's a performance enhancing supplement that's been approved by the anti-doping committee. Like that's how powerful it is. It gives you the tingles, gets you amped up. So I mix those two along with my creatine plus HMB. Just $19.95. I mix those three together. I take it every morning. Love it. But yeah, I mean, Dr. Ryan, my partner, you know, he's 44 years old. This is our Vitality product. He noticed, you know, he's starting to slow down and stuff, had his blood levels tested. His testosterone was dropping, took this for 90 days. And this is a healthy guy. I mean, he's 44. He looks like he's 35. Took this for 90 days. His testosterone went up by over 20%. So, and he noticed, like he noticed a lot of stuff.
You notice that your testosterone changes one way or the other. If you're paying any attention at all. I'll say this. I mean, you've been quoting a few prices, and I've been in the supplements. I mean, I'm a quasi biohacker. We have our other show, Vibe Science. This is likely going to be airing on that as well. So all our Vibe Science people are getting down with the supplements. But the prices you've been quoting, I know enough about like some of the things you've been are ridiculously low. So you've like a couple of those, like I know ballpark what I've paid or what some of the market leaders, I'm using air quotes for anybody, you need to be watching the YouTube if you aren't, so you can see these air quotes, the leaders in the space, you know, and it ain't the prices Ben's been talking about.
Yeah, stuff's expensive out there. It's crazy. But, you know, speaking of Vibe Science, you should have my partner, Dr. Ryan, on there. He's just super awesome as far as ingredients, transparency, all that stuff. But, yeah, man, I mean,
like if you know, as we close out, Ben, you know, we've given a lot for people to digest, pun intended. So how would you tell people to go about getting lean? You know,
getting lean in business or getting lean in
business, you know, in the business. Like, you know, I'm going to tell them how to get lean in real life. We're going to tell them to go to LiveGood website at the end of this. So we'll get to their waistline. I'm talking about more their bottom line.
Yeah, no, that's what we talked about earlier. I mean, at the beginning, you gotta be everyone. You got to wear all the hats. You got to work your butt off, and you got to know what problem you're fixing. You got to know what the challenge is out there in the marketplace. And just know what your better way is and just put all of your focus, effort, energy into that fix, that concept. And like for me, again, it's highest quality, lowest price. All these companies are selling stuff for overpriced. And then on the other side, it's easy with the full transparency. I mean, that's like, you guys aren't even telling people what's in these products. Like, that's an easy one. So it's easy to find something wrong in any industry with most companies. And if you can expose that and fix it and do it a better way. And again, just stay lean. Just, you don't need a big team. You don't need any team. And at the beginning, be the man, be the guy, go out there, work your butt off. And then once you start growing, then you could start, bringing on some helpers. But yeah, man, that's how you make it happen. You just got to want it.
Yeah, you got to want it. You got to stick with it. And I'll say this, just to kind of put a fine bow on that. What happens sometimes with people is you start with the problem that you're solving, and then you kind of fall in love with your own product. Stay in love with the problem that you're solving.
I agree.
Don't fall in love with the product. And because that's what leads you down the road to more cost and more belief that your product is bigger than whatever the solution it is that you're solving for.
Agreed. Focus on the mission.
Yeah, stay on the mission. Ben, where can everybody get some of these damn Live Good products, man? I mean, we're like, I'm going to have the Reds here at some point, like quickly.
Nice. No, I appreciate that. I hope I gave your listeners some value on the business side. I know it's an entrepreneur show, but yeah, I mean, everyone needs supplements. These truly are the highest quality at the lowest price. LiveGood.com. Check them all out. If you want to be a member, awesome. If you don't, try a few products. If you love them, then, come back and get more.
Cool. How about on social media? All Live Good, the handles?
Yeah, Instagram is LiveGood_company, I think. Man, I don't even know. Live Good members is Facebook. You guys can find it. Just search for Live Good. You'll find us.
You'll find it.
We're out there.
Yeah. What's the symbol on the good? Is that like infinity?
Exactly. Infinity. Infinite health. Yeah.
There it is.
That's our symbol. Yep.
Good. I love it. Hey, guys, go to livegood.com, learn more about them. I'm telling you, I'm hearing these prices, always quoting them. I'm going, I know what this stuff costs. It is not normally that cheap. So they're already matching like way below what I've typically heard. And like you said, once you see it, you can't forget it. I like that quote too. Ben's getting a lot of good business.
It's like Costco. Costco, they only make about 11% on the hundreds of thousands of items they have in their stores. They make their money on the membership. And so, a lot of people are like, how are they doing this? So that's how we're doing it. The money's on the membership. We sell the products for a few bucks above cost, and keep it lean.
I love it, Ben. I really appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me. That was fun.
Yeah. Hey, guys, you know where to find us, ryanisright.com. You'll find highlight clips from the show, the full episode, and links to the full YouTube. Hey, go give us some love over there. We're growing fast. We're the fastest growing business show on YouTube today. Go check us out, and go check out livegood.com. Appreciate Ben for coming on. We'll see you next time. Right about now.
This has been Right About Now with Ryan Alford, a Radcast Network production. Visit ryanisright.com for full audio and video versions of the show, or to inquire about sponsorship opportunities. Thanks for listening.
Consumers are getting smarter. I mean, along with this buying habit shifting, they're also comparing prices, comparing value, comparing ingredients.
This is Right About Now with Ryan Alford, a Radcast Network production. We are the #1 business show on the planet with over 1 million downloads a month. Taking the BS out of business for over 6 years and over 400 episodes. You ready to start snapping necks and cashing checks? Well, it starts